And then my son was in Ghana. I never got him a Ghanaian passport. I applied for a British passport for him.
Okay.
He got a British passport, but my wife was bringing him over. He was like, "How did you get a British passport? You've never even been to England."
Yeah.
You know, it's a system. They've worked this system for you to wake up, eat, sleep, and work. Ghana is like freestyle. You know, everyone's in the work, like you don't have minimum wage, you don't get taxed. Or I don't know if you get taxed, but certain jobs you don't get taxed. Like UK, everything is almost taxed, except you're working for yourself. So UK is more organized and structured. Ghana is very, very, very disorganized. Like it's
Welcome back to the YouTube channel. My name is Yao Koko, and as usual, so you know, say this platform there, we really discuss about everything. So you understand, yeah. So in terms of education, entertainment, and everything, we there for you. But today I did here with my boss. Yeah, he say like right now the economy make hard. So boys they fight. He say like they won't travel then things. Yeah. So today I have my boss here with me. I mean he's going to take us through. I mean he has been there before. What I said, you to know. So today he's going to share with us some of the one or two styles how how it's working for him near there. You understand? So boss, welcome.
thank you, bro.
Everything good.
Cool.
I beg your name.
I'll be Kenneth the boy about Jojo for the house inside. So
Oh, okay.
we be out from me, I'm just
Kenneth Jojo, your boy.
sharp.
Yeah, sure. So just give us a short bio of yourself.
I'm 39. Grandpapa, you know, I have a kid. I have my wife and kid in the UK, London, Enfield.
Okay.
I've been there for like 15 years. I
Oh.
left. Yeah, I left. I got there when I was 24.
24.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm sort of like more a little bit. I went a little bit early
Oh,
because that
okay.
was when once boys we mature late. So
Yeah, sure.
yeah, and yeah, I work in telecommunications. I used to work in Ghana Telecom One Touch because I went to Ghana Telecom University College.
Okay.
And then I did a bit of cleaning abroad when I went there new, like everyone does, almost everyone. And then I now work for Openreach, which is like British Telecom.
All right, so I mean, with that sequence, you're going to take us through how it was possible for you to do that, right? So we are going to start with Ghana Telecom, how you get admission after school. They are going to take us through that sequence. Understand? Okay, so which year do you completed Ghana Telecom?
That's tricky, but I think because after Ghana Telecom, I worked like they gave us internship. So after the internship, they kept like 4 of us in the main office in Circle as customer care attendant. So that was like because I left in 2009. So that was like maybe 2007.
So what course at that time were you pursuing?
So I studied business IT.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it was a diploma actually for a year. And then after that, did an internship. He liked me. Yeah, I was actually at home when they called me, yo, like, what you doing? Come, we are interviewing. I didn't know. I didn't even get the memo. So once they called me, I had a big beard looking scruffy. I bought a blade and started shaving it, put on a shirt and went to the office.
Okay.
And then luckily, they chose me to be one of the guys. So once I was in telecom, I was very committed to IT because I liked IT. And with the customer care as well, I like relating with customers. So they fell in love. I went to the back office first. They were training me in other stuff like database, querying language, and stuff like that. And then they sent me to the front desk, which is the customer care place. I was very good there. That was when, I think that was those times when One Touch had a blue dongle for internet.
Okay.
Yeah, they had a black dongle with some blue stuff and yellow stuff. Yeah. So we were selling that. And eventually, I was able to, I think there was some technical issue like configuration with the APN. So I was able to configure, and then they saw that, oh, this guy is actually using his head. So instead of doing an internship for like 6 months, they kept me for like 2 to 3 years. I was there for 2 to 3 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
All right, so let's start with how you're able to get into the state. Was it the UK or the state?
Yeah, UK.
UK.
Yeah.
Okay, so how is the process like? I mean, Did someone help you? You applied it yourself, or?
Yeah, so actually, I applied them as I applied. Actually, I was actually meant to go to Malaysia because I applied for Lim Kong Weng University. It was a Malaysian uni, but one of my friends that I was with in Ghana Telecom told me, bro, like your parents are in London, and me already they bounced me 2 times, so I've given up on UK.
Wait, whilst your parents were in London?
Yeah, my mom was in London
Okay.
with my other aunties and cousins. So I'd already applied like 2 times for visit and they bounced me. So my mind wasn't on UK. But once my friend told me, yo, go for UK. And then I saw that unit that I was trying to apply to, I thought I knew they knew some technology, because, that time Asians are geeks.
Yeah.
So I said, okay, then so I found out that they had a branch in UK. Then I applied for it. My mom paid the fees. I used my stepbrother in the States bank statement. He's a doctor. My stepdad also helped me with like supporting like where I'm gonna sleep and all that. So finally, I found out that like I got refused actually, and then one of my aunties was like, nah, we're gonna appeal. So once they appealed, the judge said this guy is proving everything beyond reasonable doubt. He can afford to pay. He doesn't need to depend on the public or the government for support, this and that. So they gave me the visa, and that was
Wait,
it.
in the courtroom?
I wasn't actually there because I hadn't been.
Okay.
So they went to the appeal and went to like a small court.
Okay.
Yeah, like it's for the home office. That's what they call where you take the visa and stuff like that. They
Okay.
call them the home office. So the home office has a certain small like circuit court, small courts that
Okay.
they sit. A lot of people sit and then they argue cases for. So normally, if you get refused the visa and you think everything is correct, if you appeal, you are more likely to get it. Because in the first case, the court has not stepped in. There's individuals who are saying, no, I'm not satisfied. But if you appeal and the court says, come on, like, he's proven everything, and they order them to give it, they have no option. So appealing is always a good option if you get refused.
So back then, did you have that amount of money for the court to be like, oh, okay, so the guy is cool for him to, I mean?
You don't even need to have physical cash. You just need to show them your bank statement. So my stepbrother in the US was a medical doctor. His wife was a medical doctor. I used both bank statements. So they are getting money. So you can't tell me I cannot afford it. If they've written a letter saying they'll support me, why are you saying they cannot afford it? You look at their pay slip, you look at my fees in a year, you're like, he can pay and even more. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So in which year did you get into the UK?
2009.
2009.
Yeah.
And how was life? I mean, starting
First
the first time.
First 2 years, I was depressed. I was like, what's this place?
What happened?
The culture shock, I was so like, because I'm a typical Ghana boy, I wasn't like vibing. So, and I wasn't going out much. I was an introvert. I'm still an introvert, but it was like, I go to work and come home. I'm like, you need to work, Back in the day, it wasn't that crazy. So, and I was schooling, and then working in the weekends.
Oh, you were schooling?
Yeah, I was.
Okay.
I came for a student visa,
Sure.
I was schooling like four days in a week. Then weekend, that was the only time I could work. So I was doing my cleaning in the weekends, in a care home. So yeah, it was a good experience. I wasn't myself, like my happy self.
So how much were you paid at that time with the cleaning?
Oh, I think at that time I got started on maybe £7.50. Because with the UK,
for an hour?
Yeah, for an hour.
Okay.
But with the UK, every year you sort of get a little bit increment.
Okay.
So with now, I think they will pay about £9 or £10 or something for an hour, depending on who you work for. But they always have a minimum wage that you cannot go below. So I think maybe I was on the minimum wage at that time. I don't know.
Oh, okay. So you being in Ghana and at the first time in the UK, you're looking at the pay slip, your first money, like how was it feeling like?
Yeah, so I kind of remember my first pay slip was like 600 because it was sort of fixed. So every month I'll get that because my shifts are fixed, no overtime. As a student, you cannot do overtime. You are only allowed 20 hours a week. So when I saw my first pay slip, I was buzzing. I was buzzing because I was still converting the money.
Yeah.
When you convert it, you're like, rah.
I'm a rich guy.
I'm feeling good. Not like I'm rich, but obviously I can't buy. Because what I used to, where my uni was, it was like Green Park. It's maybe 100 meters, we call it Green Park. It's maybe 100 meters from the Buckingham Palace. If you go through Green Park, the Buckingham Palace is on the other side, and a lot of important places. So it was like central London. So I've seen a lot of flashy cars, Lamborghinis and everything. So I knew that, bro, you're cleaning, that money won't take you nowhere. So it was a good experience, and the money, obviously, I like my trainers, I like my
Okay.
tops. So yeah, I got my first shopping, and then I wasn't having no responsibility. So maybe I'll just probably chip in a little bit.
So after that time, like, were you renting or you are
No,
you staying with
my mom
someone?
was my mom and my dad.
Okay, so you were
My
staying with
mom and my
him.
stepdad.
Oh, okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah. But when I got there, my stepdad had left. He was trying to relocate to Ghana, so it was mainly my mom and my younger brother.
Okay.
My younger brother is just 1 year younger than me, so he had been there. So yeah, I
Oh,
felt a
okay.
bit intimidated because when you hear his accent, you know that this guy
Yeah.
is. I don't even hear what he's saying, but
This
I'm like,
typical UK
yeah.
boy.
Typical. He's a proper hip guy. So he's like,
Yeah.
yeah, bro, what you saying, bro? His friends come over and they speak. I'm
Hey,
like,
when you
okay.
also day, what's
And
the
then I
day?
was picking it up. I was picking the accent up so quick, because we play video games together. So we argue and everything. And I'll be screaming like, yeah, with my typical Ghana voice, like, yeah,
Yeah. So with your accent, I mean, the first time you came back to Ghana,
yeah.
yeah. I mean, your friends when you started speaking, like,
And I wouldn't say I had an accent because, okay, maybe I came back like after 3 years.
okay,
After 2 years, maybe 2 years, I didn't really have the accent because no one told me that, oh, right, your accent's changed. Because one thing with accent is if you rush it, people know.
yeah, yeah.
So it takes time to kind of adopt it. So if you go out a lot more, then you pick it up quicker. But I wouldn't say I had an accent. Maybe until about 3 or 4 years time, and I started speaking, and I'm like, okay. Yeah.
Okay, so living in UK and then in Ghana, what do you think is the difference?
UK is a system. They've worked this system for you to wake up, eat, sleep, and work.
Okay.
Have a little bit of time, go to the park. I mean, there's facilities, there's money flowing, but then there's tax that will also take that money back. There's a lot of advantages in UK. With Ghana, it's like freestyle. Everyone's even the work, like you don't have minimum wage, you don't get taxed. Or I don't know if you get taxed, but certain jobs you don't get taxed. Like UK, everything is almost taxed, except you're working for yourself. So UK is more organized and structured. Ghana is very, very, very disorganized. Like if you come from UK for a while, like you've lived there for a long time and you come to Ghana, Charlie, you struggle. You struggle to blend in. Like me, like with light off and stuff like that, I'll be like, yo, like it's hot and mosquitoes in your ears. You're like, bro, it's crazy. So there's a lot of differences. There's
Yeah.
always pros and cons in every situation. So I feel like for a young guy trying to make it in life where you get paid what you deserve, UK is good. But to get into your retirement age, you need to find a way to a cooler, more laid back country like
So
Ghana.
probably come back.
Yeah, because Ghana is so laid back.
Yeah.
People, their timing don't even work. Like, everything goes. There's nothing that works. Almost nothing works in this country. So we human beings, we don't like discipline. We like to do anything we want. So if you give me Ghana, I'll take it any day. But UK is, once you touch on the plane, like me, like once I touch on the plane and I'm gonna step off the plane, my mind is psyched up. I'm ready. Because once I touch back now, the next day, I'm banging Saturday, Sunday, some extra shift, some security gig that I do on the side.
All right. So after schooling in the UK, what was your first job?
So schooling in the UK, my first job, I continued to clean, but what was it? I think I ventured into security because I felt like I didn't really feel confident in my skills, Because with UK, with the training is once you're getting to your second and third year, you need to get into internship, you need to get into apprenticeship, you need to get into some sort of work placement. So I didn't do that and I didn't know that. So I finally, I didn't really have the experience or I didn't even have the coaching to give me that confidence to approach for IT jobs because they also ask for the experience. So if you're not lucky to know, like they also have whom you know there, you'll be surprised. A lot of whom you know goes on there. So if you know somebody and they can put you through a path, then you have a clear path. So I did a bit more cleaning, then I went into security. So I started this job like just 5 years ago. you know, which is more of like engineering, you know.
Okay.
So I haven't actually even used my IT, to be honest, but I know my way around it, you know. And it's tough to get even IT jobs if you're not got that experience, you know, to start with.
Right. So we came to your house. We are in your house
Yep.
at the moment. Yeah. When they started building, why housing? I mean,
Yeah, I started like, I think my mom did the ground floor. They
Okay.
did, I mean, I didn't even have an idea I wanted to build, you know. So my mom did the ground stairs. This is like a story building, 1 story. So we are the first, we are the, actually we are the second floor, which is the rooftop. We
Yeah.
got, me and my brother have the first floor for us. We've got an apartment, 2-bedroom apartment each, and then my mom is on the ground floor with my brother and his wife and kids. So they've got like 4 bedrooms, and my mom is building another one on the side.
Okay.
So I started building because of the encouragement from my mom, and then
Why did you wanted to do anything here?
no, I didn't really have the idea, you know.
The
I wasn't
intention was
smart
like,
enough
yeah.
that, right, okay, you need to build, you know. All I thought was I need to get money and then be rich, you know.
So like you getting rich, I mean you need a passive income or something.
Sorry.
You need a passive income or something.
Yeah. So I'm nowhere near rich, but I earn enough to kind of do things that I want to do.
Okay.
So, and yeah, you always need a passive income because one job won't cut it. You know, this world that we live in, one job won't cut it. Unless you end in like, people always say 6 figures in the UK or US, you know. So unless you end in 6 figures, bro, even 6 figures people, some of them are still like grinding, have some side gigs. So I've tried a couple of businesses there, even like importing like fans, like traditional prints and all that, you know, but it's about the team that you work with. It didn't succeed. So yeah, we're always exploring. So now my focus is come back here, you know, do something slowly, gradually, but the system is hard to trust, you know. So it's always like, okay, what am I gonna do? But it's patience. I think it's patience. You can't just get up and be rich, you know.
Yeah.
It's a process and you have to enjoy it. You know, you have to go step by step and face challenges, do this. I even have a fish pond there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I failed.
We've not seen it yet.
Yes, I'll show you. It's on the other side.
Okay.
I built it, spent like at least £5,000. I had 1,500 fishes because it was in bits.
Yeah.
Paying for this, buying feed, paying for that, you know. So I started with 1,500 fishes. I ended up with 330 fishes. But then catfish is always like that, first time experience. But now if I'm to do it, I won't do it in a pond. I'll do it maybe in the ground.
Okay.
Because there's so many advantages, less costs and all that.
Sure. So why not housing?
Yes, now that I'm doing this
Yeah.
with, you know, that's my idea. The junior I made in Crastenball, this is my everything, literally everything here is my idea. You know, I'm beginning to think, okay, when I go, I'll take pictures.
Sure.
Show people that, yo, this is the house I built for someone. If you need someone you can trust, I can do it.
Yeah,
you
of
know,
course.
because I've completed this. I just want to do the coping down there. And I see that it's not really a big deal,
Yeah,
you know.
because in Ghana, like housing is like win-win.
Okay,
like,
yeah.
100% like profit.
You can't
yeah.
lose. Wow. So yeah, I'm thinking like especially my church, because you know people just need someone they can trust. You know, so if they can buy into my idea, like okay, I can supervise. Because even now the contractor, the builder was telling me, yo, you know, advertise for me. You know, and I said, yeah, obviously I'll do that because, you know, if I get a contract and you can trust me, and then I can come and deliver and not spend your money, you know. And that's cool money. Anything to get me in Ghana and be on a break, I'll take that any day, you know? That's like self-employed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you need anybody, someone, a company to build your house, renovate your house. In terms of bricks and everything, Brickman Services day for you. Brickman Construction. Sorry, it's a more services to construction. So Brickman Construction, just contact them. That's their number on the screen. Yes. So you contact us to do this
Bricks, yeah.
bricks for you. Why bricks?
Yeah, you know, I have the UK is all bricks.
Yeah.
UK is like 90% brick wall. So I always had the idea that I want to have a bar at the rooftop. You know, have some fridge, get some drinks in there, always chilled out here. I always tell my wife, listen, I'm not even gonna be in the room. No, just chill. I just want to chill and just relax, you know, with people that I love. I don't like partying like that.
Okay.
I just want people that I like around me so that we just spend the time, you know, get my pool table, get this, get that. I want to be comfortable in my environment. So, like, I wanted to do the wall and then something like, okay, you can do a brick wall. So then I remembered, I didn't even know I didn't even remember that my sister had used you before. So I spoke to one of my friends, found online, and they said, oh, we can get bricks from Adan for like 30 cities. So I'm like, okay, when I come, we get. So as soon as I got here, I'm like, Adan is too far. Then I remember that, oh, wow, my cousin has a house with bricks.
Yeah.
So I said, wow, okay, who did you use? And she's currently in the UK. She sent me your contact. Then as soon as I contacted you, like, you just sorted me out, you know. So, yeah. I mean, I want a bit of UK around, you know, to feel the UK vibes when you're in Ghana. So,
Right.
yeah.
So how's our service and everything?
Yeah, I mean, communication is on point. Delivery is on point. Like, tidy, you know, disciplined, decent. Like, you know, all things positive. Like, friendly. Like,
Sure,
you know,
sure.
the vibe is always good. So, I definitely will recommend. You know, I know I will definitely do business because this is not going to be my main house. I mean, I want to live on the hill, you know. But with the corrupt Ghanaian system, I bought land here, and then my money went in so much trying to put stones, do this, do that, do that. I still lost the land, you
Wait,
know.
like Langas or something?
There's a family guy here. The guy that we bought the land from, this land from, we bought, me, my brother, and two other people. We bought like six plots. The guy still lives here, but the guy that took the money himself is dead. He had prostate cancer, but yeah, the family is kind of like there's argument in the family, so it's a family issue. So once you're involved, then you're pissed. So this guy will take that. This guy, I remember one day I came here, some stupid, excuse my language, stupid guy just came here. My sister-in-law said, "Oh, give him 5,000, and then we can start work." I'm like, so this day I don't get why this guy took my 5,000. You know what I mean? So Ghanaian land issue, I don't think I even want to buy land anymore. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. You know, I've bought a land in Akosombo, one of my friends recommended, but we'll see, you know. I have to go grade it. And if he's telling me, yo, hurry up, you know, I'm thinking like, who is going to be fighting with me in Akosombo too? So now everybody is like aggressive with land.
I mean, with land, the moment like you get one, I mean, you need to start building.
Something, yeah.
Or someone will just take it from you. That's all.
Yeah.
Because I tried doing something, I just bought 2 lands and Charlie, land
crazy. But with UK, like me and my brother, we bought a property, yeah, 3-bedroom house. Bruv, before you even get registered and all that checks that have
how
been
possible
done.
in the UK 3-bedroom house?
Yeah.
That is going to cost you a lot.
Yeah, so we paid half a million, which is 500,000, but we put down like maybe let's say £60,000.
Okay.
Then we get on a mortgage, so you pay over like 30 years. So the plan is, for me, maybe I'll leave it for my kid or something. Or maybe, like the plan is my brother we will get another property. Everyone has their property. Then if we want to relocate, we probably rent it out. That's a lot of money, you know?
I see.
Yeah. So once you can get deposit in UK, bro, get on the property ladder because rents are always high. You know, once you get on the property ladder, you are paying the same amount or even cheaper, but the house belongs to you. You are paying for your house. You are not paying so a lot of people buy like properties and then rent it out, and people are paying for their house. So once you're living in and so many people are living in, it may be 10, 20, 30, depending on how much you're paying. He's got about 10, 50 houses. I've heard of a Jewish lady who has about 1,000 homes in London, you know?
I see.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, just wrapping this up. How would you advise a young guy coming up here in Ghana? Would you advise him to start a business here or gather some money, leave the country? How would you advise a person?
Yeah, so my advice would be in two, because if you are passionate about something and you see that there's a future for it, like there's a demand, you know, what I think is you need to find a niche that no one has explored, because in Ghana, once one thing comes, everybody is exploring it, the same thing. So if you can diversify and you believe in your idea, you are so passionate, you are like, rah, this thing until it kills me, I'm not giving up. Then Ghana will be okay. And then you need to also consider that, are you going to get capital? Are you going to get support? Because if not, your dream will kill you, you know? But then if you don't see yourself that you are so passionate, you don't really have that kind of love for what you're doing, and then you feel like, because one thing as well is once you travel, your mind opens. You see things in a different angle. You become very, very, like, exposed. So I'll always advise somebody who is not passionate and guaranteed to have that capital that, listen, you need to get out there, explore a lot of things. You can even get a lot of training. You can get a lot of like assistance if you get legalized over there. If you get lucky to get legalized over there and become a citizen over there, the benefits are like my son was born here with my wife. I took them almost 2 years now. And then my son was in Ghana. I never got him a Ghanaian passport. I applied for a British passport for him.
Okay.
He got a British passport. When my wife was bringing him over, they were like, how did you get a British passport? You've never even been to England,
yeah.
you know? And he had a Ghanaian birth certificate. But for the fact that I'm British, it covered him.
Okay.
And then he's getting all these kind of benefits, which kind of like socialization. If you, like in UK, every area has like a big green park. You can just go there, just take a walk with your dog, just play, it's so relaxing. If you're able to go there, you are bonding. It's not every time that you are going to stay at home. You know what I mean? So UK is more relaxing and better. Like me, if let's say I had to choose, I'll choose traveling. I'll choose going to UK.
Yeah.
You know, but then there's people that know what they're doing, that are so passionate. They know that, right, this thing, God has given me this thing. There's no doubt this is God-given. Then you might as well stay, but then you need to be ready to suffer, you know?
Sure.
But in UK as well, you suffer, but then I know people that suffer and they still come out on top.
But still the paycheck, I mean, it's okay. So.
The paycheck is good. The paycheck is good. You pay a lot of bills, but, you know, you can always squeeze. Especially if you go there and you find a partner and you share bills, somebody who understands you, you share things, or it could even be a friend or a brother. You share one room. You know, you have to start from somewhere. You share one room, you share this, you share that, you share that. You find your way. There's so many opportunities you cannot count, you know?
All right. So wait, after leaving your parents' house in the UK, you rented your own apartment?
No, me, I stayed there till I was ready to buy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so which was like 5 years ago. I don't mind sleeping in the same house as my parents. Nobody's rushing, because even the white people are staying with their parents. Indians are staying with their parents. A lot, like even with Indians, there are about 15, 20 people in one 3-bedroom house.
I see.
Squeezing, and then they save. This guy will buy his property. This guy will buy his. So by the time you realize everybody's bought their property, but with Ghana, if you do that with a lot of people, you risk being duped, because people start getting greedy and be like, I need to fraud this guy.
Yeah.
I need to, you know. Once he buys his property, like, I'm not helping you again. You know what I mean? So, like, we don't have that unity even in overseas. We don't really have a united front as Ghanaian people, you know. So, yeah, it's no shame living with your mom to a certain point, you know.
All right, so, all right, thanks for your time.
Hey, nice to meet you, bro. And catching up, man.
Sure.
Break, man, that's the deal, bro.
Yeah.
Deal with them, man. They'll sort you out.
So thanks for watching this video. Hey, please kindly subscribe for more. Any question that you have, just comment below. See you later.
Link in the description.
Peace.
Link in the bio.